Liverpool take on Roma. The SPI much more confident in this one. 69% Liverpool. Roma coming in at 31%. I've been inclined to go to you first, Gab, with your Italian hat on. Roma, that big underdogs?
Maybe not that big, but I think there's one really big factor here, which is that if you're Liverpool, this is the rest of your season. You know, other than arithmetic, you know that you're going to finish in the top 4 domestically.
Right.
So if you're Jurgen Klopp, you know, you play a high-energy game. It's very taxing. You can kind of take a step back and really just focus on these 2 legs. Roma don't have that luxury. They're playing in the derby against Lazio this weekend. The 2 teams are both on 60 points. Behind them, 1 point behind, are Inter Milan. You've got AC Milan coming up further back. They have to keep going and really giving their all in Serie A as well. Because remember, they're under a financial fair play settlement regime. I know you love me talking about FFP, but what that means is they need the Champions League money from next year to be in a far more comfortable situation. So I think that's going to take a lot out of them as well. So, you know, I don't know if the SBI factor that in, but to me that is one of the factors, maybe explaining why there's such a big gap.
Your thoughts going into this tie? Obviously, Salah going back to Rome.
Yeah, I think that Di Francesco, his tactics were absolutely spot on. You know, to play that 3-5-2 against Barcelona, you know, I think that's very, very brave. And it paid dividends. I think that, you know, you look at Nainggolan, you look at Strootman, you look at De Rossi in the middle of the park. I mean, they can compete with anybody in the world, that threesome. And I just think that Dzeko, for me, when I watched him play when he was in England, he just didn't do it for me. But since his move to Rome, he's been absolutely fantastic. We saw what he did against Chelsea. That's an absolute screamer of a goal that he scored. So there's goals in this team, and they're very, very disciplined tactically. So this is going to be no cake. I'm sure Klopp doesn't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but I think this is closer than what the SBI said.
It was the tie that Liverpool fans would have wanted, obviously, when you look at the 2 other possible opponents.
It was a tie Roma fans wanted too.
Sorry?
It was a tie Roma fans wanted as well.
All right.
You know,
OK.
No, I just want to lay that out there. Both sides are very happy with this, given Bayern and Real Madrid.
No, it is. As Gab mentions, when you look at who's left in the competition, if you had to pick one, either club pick these. I find the SPI at 69-31 absolutely ridiculous. This is a Champions League semi-final. There's not a lot to give between these 2 teams. If you think Roma are 31%, you only have to look at the scalps they claim in this competition, most notably in the quarter-final. And you write this Roma team off at your peril. Similarly, you write this Liverpool team off at your peril. Both these teams can hit you. They've shown that throughout this competition.
So who are you going for, Shaq? You know you're not writing either side off.
Right? I am going for Liverpool.
Gab?
Roma haven't conceded a goal at home in this competition. If Alisson decides to stand on his head and just dominate, that's going to be a big, big bonus for Roma. I think they're really going to struggle, though, to compete both domestically and be in the mindset for this Champions League game. So I'm going to lean Liverpool.
Hat-trick?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a fascinating affair over 2 legs, but I'm going to go with Liverpool.